Hey guys, it's Woody here, or Will, and welcome to another Marvel Mingle. Today in Marvel Mingle number 2, I'll be talking about all things Marvel. And can I start out with just saying thank you so much for all of your support from the first Marvel Mingle, because as of right now, as I am filming this, it has gotten up to over 300 views in a matter of a few days. So I thank you guys so much for that. And I guess if I get that kind of feedback, I might as well just keep on going. So let's talk about Marvel news this week. So earlier last week, the WHIH Newsfront YouTube channel started posting videos again. If you didn't know, this is a web series connected to Marvel where basically they do small news reports connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Christine Everhart, as you may know her from the Iron Man movies, she hosts this basically, and they started doing this after the Avengers Age of Ultron and right before Ant-Man. And in the second, I believe, it was the second report that they did, they started asking people on the streets what they thought about superheroes cleaning up after themselves after the cataclysmic damage that is caused to cities after these battles. And some of the headlines going down during the videos on the bottom tie in actually with Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff, like this one, this Transio one. That is a company in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that Gideon Malik went to in one of the previous episodes. And there was another headline that was talking about large ant-like insects being spotted in San Francisco, which is a nod to Ant-Man. So I thought that was pretty cool. And in two brand new clips released today, we saw President Ellis discussing Avengers stuff with them, and the fact that he just appointed General Ross as Secretary of State. And the other one was a very big tie-in with Civil War. They actually addressed the Lagos incident. Now we know that happens in Lagos, and now we know that is what the Lagos thing was from on the Captain America Civil War soundtrack. And so that's the whole Avengers incident versus Crossbones. And a few days ago, Robert Downey Jr. was talking about how he felt like he could do one more Iron Man film. So, about Robert Downey Jr. thinking about doing another Iron Man film, that's really good news, because if Marvel wants him to keep playing Iron Man, then obviously he would want to. And we already know he is going to be in Spider-Man Homecoming, but another Iron Man movie would be pretty awesome. Another Iron Man movie would be making a new name for himself probably after Civil War, because he's probably kind of looked at differently after Civil War. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Like I said in the last video, no spoilers if you have seen Civil War already. I have not seen it yet because it comes out on May 6th here in the US. So, no spoilers. But I think what's also really cool is Jon Favreau, the director of Iron Man and Iron Man 2, recently hinted at coming back to Marvel as more than just an executive producer. So, first, Robert Downey Jr. says he wants to do another Iron Man movie. Then, Jon Favreau hints at coming back to Marvel as a bigger role. Do I sense a big announcement coming soon? We'll just have to wait and see. But we can keep our hopes up because it sounds pretty cool to me. And the Russo brothers just said that it's anybody's guess who makes it out of Avengers Infinity War. I'm gonna go cry over there. And guys, it's all happening. Netflix officially ordered a Marvel Netflix Punisher series. Obviously being the breakout star of Daredevil Season 2, I think this is a great move by Marvel and Netflix. We get to further explore Frank Castle's character, his complex character, his methodology of killing. After seeing his family murdered in front of him, he's on this mission just to get rid of the people in this world without even thinking. And we saw his methods be challenged with Daredevil's methods in Daredevil Season 2, whereas Daredevil's like, I get the job done. And Matt Murdock is just like, well, I do this, without having to kill everybody. So, this will be great. I think it's gonna just kind of forgive all the mistakes in the past, like the Punisher series, or the Punisher movie series was not a big moneymaker, I heard, for Marvel. So I think this is a great move. I'm super pumped. Netflix, I'm gonna watch this thing. And Marvel released a clip showing the Black Panther versus Bucky fight. And also, you're gonna have a good movie in store for you when you realize that overseas, Captain America Civil War has already gotten to over $200 million. And this is Sunday, and this video is going up on Tuesday. So I don't even know how much money it's going to make by Tuesday, but as of now, that's a lot. It's only been open like 2 days in the other countries. So I just wanted to expand a little bit more on the Punisher series. So the Punisher, we got to explore so much of his character in Daredevil Season 2. And just think about how much more we can explore of his character in the new Punisher series. And there are so many different storylines they can do. Like I was watching Emergency Awesome, he was talking about all sorts of Punisher comics that they could do storylines. And he said, now I'm going to repeat, there's like a lot of storylines. They're not going to focus probably on one sole storyline. They never really do. Unless like in the movies there's like Civil War and stuff, but they kind of use things from other comic storylines as well. But in a show like that, they're just gonna do all sorts of different storylines, mash them all together. So yeah, and the Punisher, we will probably get to see people possibly like Micro, that was referenced or hinted at in the Daredevil Season 2 finale. We got to see him get a disc and it said Micro. So I don't know, Micro is a character in the comics. Who knows, we might see some flashbacks of Frank's family and when he was in like a war, because he was in the army. In the comics, he was in the Vietnam War, but obviously, since this is in real time, he would be in a different war. Maybe we'll get some flashbacks from that. But Emergency Awesome said that he will probably be in the Defender series. Not necessarily maybe a Defender on a team, but a character in that. And I kind of think I wanted to expand on the Defenders thing. So the Defenders really is going to be, just a merge of all these series that will have been established before this show. So when we get around Defenders time, we will have seen a full Daredevil series, a full Luke Cage series, and a full Jessica Jones series, and a full Iron Fist series, and maybe Punisher series before then. I'm assuming before then. But yeah, and I'm kind of comparing the Defender series to the Avengers movie, the first one, because and the second one too. you see all the characters, the team, you see the lineup, and then you see all these side characters from each other person's storyline. So, like, in Avengers, like, I have my tablet here, I'm going to look up some stuff. So, in the Avengers, we saw Nick Fury, who is obviously the one putting all these people together. And then we saw Coulson, who has been in the Iron Man movies, and he was in Thor. And we saw Pepper, obviously from the Iron Man movies. We saw Loki, obviously the main villain, but, from the Thor storyline, we just, all this going together. So, some people will probably see, with all that being said, are, unless, of course, these people died beforehand, Jaren Hogarth, who we saw in Daredevil Season 2 in a brief cameo, and maybe Malcolm. Actually, I think Malcolm recently was confirmed, like, a few weeks ago for Defenders, I believe. And then we'll probably see people like Foggy and Karen and Claire Temple. Because obviously, so she patched up Luke and Jessica in Jessica Jones, and obviously she's been in both Daredevil seasons, so we might see her in Iron Fist. I don't know, is she confirmed for that? I don't know. Iron Fist is kind of a little to the side of Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Daredevil. So, I believe, though, that Claire is confirmed for Luke Cage, if I'm not mistaken, and her mother. Unless we saw her mother in Daredevil Season 2. I don't know. I'm confused. But Frank Castle would fit in, I think, with the Defender storyline. We always have some side people. Like in Avengers Age of Ultron, we had Falcon, and we had War Machine, and we had Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and we had Vision. And all those people, well, except for Quicksilver, ended up joining the Avengers. So maybe if they did a second season of Defenders, which I'm assuming this is going to go very well. So I'm assuming they will do a second season when that time comes. That's a long way away, though. Maybe Punisher will be on the team. Maybe they'll have a new roster, not just the original 4. And who knows? We might not have the original 4, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, and Iron Fist for the first season of Defenders. Who knows? And by that, I mean they would have the original 4, but they might add some other people. They're always changing up storylines, but a lot of times they do kind of stay true to the content. I mean, I think that there have been different Defenders in other series, but yeah, people, like I was saying, people like Foggy, Karen Page, obviously Claire Temple, because she's been part of all those people's storylines, Jaren Hogarth, Trish Walker from Jessica Jones, maybe. I don't know about Will Simpson. I don't know if we'll ever see him again, because he, kind of went bonkers, but he might just stick with the Jessica Jones series as Nuke. And probably some people from Iron Fist, like the Meachums. There's been a few set pictures with him and the Meachums, but that's really all I have to say for now. So, yeah. Thanks for watching this week's Marvel Mingle, and I will see you guys next week.